Welcome to The Spotlight, a program designed to introduce you to the wonderful ministries available to you in the Azle, Texas area. Now here is your host, John Webster.
Hello everyone, and welcome to The Spotlight. My name is John Webster, and this is Krista Doyle, and today we're going to be spotlighting her ministry. She has several areas of ministry that she's involved in, and we want to delve into that today because we believe that she is making a significant difference in our community for the Lord Jesus Christ. And we want to share that with you. So welcome, Krista, to The Spotlight.
Thank you so much, John, for having me. I'm so happy to be here and tell you about some of the things that have been going on in my life.
Great. I'm looking forward to hearing about it and being able to share it with everyone. We have quite a, I think it's 7,406 the last time I checked, subscribers to our channel.
Awesome.
So I'm praying that all 7,406 of them will see this and will respond to it in some way.
That'd be awesome.
So tell us a little bit about, first, a little bit about who you are and how you came about getting involved in ministry.
Great, I love that. I became a Christian when I was 18, and I worked in corporate America for a long time.
Oh.
But then 13 years ago, I went to self-employment. And that's a big leap of faith because, as you know, it's really Jehovah Jireh. It's depending on the Lord for everything that comes in the front door. And so I did massage therapy for the last 23 years.
Wow.
And that to me is a huge ministry in itself.
Yes,
because it's giving of myself, but it's an honor and it's a privilege and it's a trust relationship. So that's always been a ministry to me because I'm giving to people in a very special situation where they're really trusting me.
Absolutely.
With everything.
Yeah, that's the way it is. I've been to massage therapists myself, but my tension, all kind of gets in my neck and runs down my back. So that's where I concentrate the massage on. But it is a very personal thing, and you have to trust the people that are certified to do that sort of thing, and a lot of times you become friends with that person.
That's true, because it's the muscle part, but then it's also the emotions and the mental and the spiritual part too.
Because 9 times out of 10 they're going to come in and tell you why they're needing that massage. The stress of work or the stress of things going on in the family or whatever it may be. And that opens a door for you then, doesn't it?
It does. And that time to me is sacred. It's very, very special because they are trusting me in that space and sharing that part of their life with me, whether it's something that they're going through or just their tension.
That's wonderful. Well, why don't you start out by sharing with us a little bit about you do the massage part of it, which has allowed you to be self-employed, as you said, but you also have other things that you're involved in that you've created, so to speak, or that God's given you the idea for. So tell us a little bit about some of those things.
Okay, and it's good that you said created because it's been a bit of a creative couple of years. About 6-7 years ago, I wrote some books about my dog Sunny, and she was a dog that I had, and it was kind of an inspiration that came to me that I wanted to write her life story, and so I did.
What kind of puppy was she?
She was just a white dog that showed up, and
it just took her in.
It just took her in, and this is her life story. And then I wrote a second one, and that is more of an adventure, and they go to the beach and they learn a lesson. And then the final one, Sunny Goes to Heaven. And these are all faith-based. And
I guess it's kind of hard to see that one because of the heavenly
the
part.
reflection,
it's so light.
The reflection of
but it's beautifully done. Sunny Goes to Heaven.
And they're all very encouraging and uplifting, and Sunny and I went to elementary schools, we went to hospitals. She was a registered therapy dog.
Wow.
We went to libraries and did book readings, and then her books and plushie, which I had made, are also in one of our local children's hospitals.
Oh.
And so the kids there are blessed with having their own little plushy
Well, isn't
Sunny
that
dog.
something? That feels
Or
so
maybe
good.
the books. So that's been a blessing to me to have the books and the plushies and Sunny's story going on to the kids
It's
all around the
amazing.
area.
Just sitting here touching this just brings warmth and
Yeah.
it just feels comfortable.
Yeah.
It makes you feel comfortable. So this is a little depiction of Sunny right here.
That is Sunny.
And that's Sunny. And you have the books and you have
The plushie.
the plushie as well. And folks, all the information on how to get this will be on the screen before we end the program, so that you'll know exactly who to contact and how to contact and where to get the books and the plushie. And so, have you got a story or two that you could tell us?
I do. Thank
about-
you for asking. And these are for 5 to 8-year-old age range. And we had gone to an elementary school in the area, in Fort Worth area, and it was World Reading Day. And I was going to be reading to hundreds of kids from kindergarten through all of elementary school through
Wow.
6th grade, hundreds of kids. And there was a little girl who was terrified of dogs. And her mom wrote to the school and said she is so afraid of dogs. Maybe there might be an opportunity for her to meet Sunny before the reading. And so this little girl came in by herself and met Sunny. And by the end of that day, she had gotten over her fear of dogs, and she was petting Sunny. And her mom emailed the school the next day and said, I had tears in my eyes when my little girl came home and told me that she had met Sunny and she had pet Sunny, and it changed her life.
Absolutely.
And that meant
that's a
so
big-
much to me.
Yeah, that was a big thing for that little
Yes.
child, to be unafraid of a pet.
Yes,
You
and
know.
it was, and then so to me, that is a ministry too, because
It is because
it's a
you're
blessing.
helping to solve problems that people have. You know, I've always said, Krista, that a problem may not seem big to you, but if it's my problem, it's big.
Yeah.
And if it's a little kid's problem,
Yes.
like the fear of an animal, that problem to that child is a big problem. May not be big to us, but it's really, really big to them.
Well, and Sunny changed her life that day. So many stories like that. But that has been such a blessing to me, and to know that the kids in the children's hospital will be getting the dogs and the books, if that's something that they're interested in receiving. So that's been a
Amen.
huge blessing.
Amen.
There's been another area in my life that's happened in the last couple of years that, if I could share that with you.
Absolutely. Take
I was
all the time you
introduced
need.
to a company about 2 years ago, and I believe that the Lord brought this company to me. I was at a time in my life when my income, because of self-employment, was waning. And I was introduced to this company, and I have felt the Lord's hand on this company and in my life so much, and I share it with as many people as I can. It's a technology that is in a product, and it looks like this little patch right here on my hand, and John's wearing one too.
I'm wearing one too. I asked if I could get one to show.
That's right.
And it's a little patch on my hand that I've had on today.
And actually, you can put this patch anywhere, but I brought one here just to show how thin it is. It's like a wafer thin. It's about the size of a quarter, and it's got a sticky on it, and you just stick it on your skin. And what it does is it works with your body's natural light to tell your body to start regenerating your own stem cells again.
Stem cells, that's the key word.
Stem cells are huge, because you might hear about stem cells, people getting an injection,
Absolutely.
or
just
all
about
in the
every
news.
surgery now, they'll take a person's stem cells and inject it into where they're doing the surgery, because what happens is it helps with the healing process, and it helps with pain. It just helps overall. The whole thing is better with stem cells.
That's right.
And so this literally energizes your stem cells.
right.
It's a natural thing.
That's right, without injections, and it's helping people get off of pharmaceuticals. Now, we always tell people, go to your doctor, talk to your doctor about it. We want them on board. But this is non-transdermal, which means it doesn't go through your skin. It's not like a nicotine patch that something's going through your skin. Nothing's going through your skin. It works with your own body's light to be activated.
That's
and
amazing.
so it can take, because it's regenerative medicine, it might take your body a little bit of time to start healing itself, because depending on what you've got going on,
Well, yeah,
it
I
could
mean,
take a couple months or even longer.
You can't just put a couple of these on and think, everything's going to get fixed right then. You have to give it time. When you take medicine that a doctor
right.
prescribes, it's just like when they prescribe antibiotics for a cold or anything. You have to take a series of that medicine in order for it to get in your system and start working. And so it's the same way with these patches. You can't just try it for a few days. It's my understanding that they ask that you leave these things on, or not leave them on, but use them as you're supposed to put them on, as the rules say, or this prescription says, or not prescription, description.
Description. Yep, that's right. That's right.
That you use them for at least 90 days. I mean, the bare minimum, to get it in your system and get it working and activated.
Right. And the way it works is you get 30 patches in a little envelope, so you've got enough for a month. So you wear one a day. So you wear it for 12 hours, and then you take it off and you put in rest for 12 hours, and then the next day put another one on. So it's super simple.
Absolutely.
And people are having phenomenal results with this, from everything from hair to skin to nails, things that are real external, but then more energy, better sleep, less pain, anything that's going on inside your body. This little guy, he goes to work and he says what needs to be fixed on the inside.
Well, that's what I like about these, is the way it energizes the stem cells. And it don't go to places it's not needed. It only goes to places that are needed. If you're having trouble in certain areas of your body, that's where it wants to go, and it'll stay and operate in one area, then operate in another area. I mean, it's amazing how stem cells work. To me, it's just an incredible thing. I remember when I had my heart surgery.
Yeah.
Sorry, I hope I didn't make too big of a sound pushing my mic on. When I had a heart attack and had to go to the doctor, and have surgery, they did the stem cell thing.
Wow.
Every surgery just about these days, you can ask your doctor, but they usually will do the stem cell thing because it's so easy for them to do, and it is so effective.
Yeah.
That's the reason why I think this is an incredible thing. Tell them a little bit about the founder.
The founder is a strong believer, and he prays over everything that he invents, and he says he believes that God downloaded this information of how to make this product to him. And he is just he's such a strong believer, and he actually has a new invention that is based on Bible code that he found in Genesis chapter 1.
Yeah.
So he's a strong believer, and just such a wonderful leader for this company.
Right. Well, that is just an incredible, and you have many. She has a lot of information she can send you, brochures or whatever, but testimonials. She has testimonials of people that will tell you how it's changed their lives. And from little things to big things. Would you like to share a couple of those?
Actually,
that would be great.
Actually, I just heard one from a friend a little while ago. There's a couple who has a son who was on the autism spectrum and nonverbal, and he actually had a feeding tube in his stomach, and they started patching him. And some time has elapsed, but he is now eating at the table, and he's starting to speak words.
That's
and
amazing.
For this couple, it's a patch that they put on him, and his body started to regenerate stem cells.
That's incredible.
And he started to be more interactive, communicate more. And can you imagine, to this family, what that means
Oh,
for
wow.
their son to be able
I
to
can
speak
only
to them
imagine.
and to eat food and not have to have a feeding tube in. So the testimonials are really what touched my heart, because it's people saying, this changed my life.
Yeah, can you share another one?
Sure. This is going to sound,
Okay.
sometimes they sound so incredible, but they're true.
Well, healing is incredible.
It is incredible.
And no matter how small or big it is, it's pretty incredible, and it's great to hear about it.
And God made us,
Yes.
and He created us with our bodies, and there's so many things out there that are healing, herbs, and so many
Yes.
things that are out there that are natural. But this little patch, there was a young boy, again, who was cross-eyed.
Oh.
And as he was patched, over time, his eyes are now
Are you serious?
not cross-eyed.
That is.
So, I mean, these families tell these stories, and we've been in my friend and I share stories, because she'll hear some and I'll hear some, and we're always astounded. People's
Yeah.
lives are changed, and those are big examples.
Oh, sure.
But there are people who have gotten cut down on their medications, and scars have healed, and things have happened. Another thing that happens with this little patch is your brain gets balanced.
Oh, wow.
So a lot
need
of things
that
are
bad.
a lot
Your
of times
brain gets
So the outer things are easy to see: your skin, your hair, your nails.
Well, some people may think, well, I'm a Christian. Why am I going to think about something like that? Well, just remember, though, one of the disciples that Christ selected was Luke. He was a physician. And there is a place in our lives for people who have a passion to help others, to heal, to improve their lives. And it sounds like the man that owns this company that came up with this is one of those
Absolutely.
kinds of people. God laid it on his heart. He studied. He came up with this idea, which I believe God gave him. And it works. And so why not want to share that throughout the world, whether it's to the body of Christ or even if it's to the lost? It doesn't matter. Anytime you can help someone, you help them, because the Bible says that people know who we are by the way we love one another.
That's right.
And so I just believe that anytime someone comes up with a proven method of improving your life or helping you with healing, especially since there's so many of us that have various different things going on in our bodies. I know a lot of ladies who have leg problems and just
back and everything else.
and
Yeah.
that sort of thing. And I believe this right here is one of the good, excellent solutions to some of that problem. So I'm just telling you that this is a lady that I have known for the last couple of years. I trust her implicitly. There are many people around this area that are on these patches that believe in them, that testify as to what they do for their bodies, and so I would highly recommend it. So if you're out there, all of the information will be on the screen here. Be sure and contact Krista and let her know that you would like to have either more information or let her know if you want to get started with the patches or the little puppy. And Sunny, is it Sunny?
It is.
Sunny, and the books, the 3 books, and the plushie. She calls it a plushie. Anyway, be sure and let her know that you're very interested in what she has to offer, and I believe you'll really be blessed by all of these things that you're talking about. Are there any other examples of what you're doing right now in your ministries, or any other thing that you have to say about it?
I did want to say there are so many parallels with what we do, sharing this technology with people, because if we see somebody in pain, you want to help them.
That's right.
And if I have a tool If I have something that can help that person,
Yes.
if I don't share it with them, it's on me.
Yeah.
I have it in my hand. If I share it with them, it's up to them to say yes or no. It's so true as with the gospel.
Yes.
If you see somebody that's lost or in pain, and you have the answer, and if you don't share it with them,
That's right.
it's on you.
Well,
You've got to share it with them and then let them say yes or no.
You know, our pastor always says in the book of James, you know, if you know the good you're supposed to do and you don't do it,
Yeah.
James says it's sin. And so that's the reason why once we learn something that people need, and if we don't share that, especially if the friend that we're thinking of has a need like that, if we don't try to share with them, give them a solution to help them, then that's not good. And it could be the patch, or it could be as much as feeding a homeless person. If you know the good that you need to do, but you don't do it, you know, then that the Bible says it's sin. Now, that sounds a little bit harsh, but I'm just saying that James was trying to encourage us to be helpers in the kingdom, love people, help people, and I believe that that's what you do. I see you and your ministry as a ministry of help.
Yes.
You know, you I'm sure run into people all the time that have issues, and it gives you an opportunity just like that to say, I have something that I think you need to try. I think it will help you.
Yeah. And we share Jesus, we share the patches, we share hope, we share, there's an answer. There's
right.
an answer, and I can't not share it. I
Yeah.
can't, you know, what if somebody said, oh, I was in pain and I didn't share it, and then later they said, why didn't you say anything?
Yeah.
And that goes with the gospel or with this technology.
And it goes without saying, all of these things cost something. So, you know, we're not giving it away, but at the same time, you know, you have to buy prescriptions, you have to buy other things, you have to go to doctor's appointments and visits and what have you. So, you know, nothing's free in this world, you know that. But I think it's well worth the investment, because I believe it's a proven solution to many of the issues that you may have.
Well, especially with today's costs in taking care of your body medically, with everything that you have to invest money
Wow.
into. If you could try something that was natural and it's patented, it's worth trying to me.
Well, let's share one more time about the puppy ministry.
Yeah.
Sunny, let's talk about the 3 books, and they're beautifully done. The books they have pictures in them of Sunny out in the field by a tree, and
She's
various different
trying
things.
to find her forever
And
home.
trying to find her forever home, and that's the Sunny, and then this is
The second one is the dark blue.
The second one is the goat.
Yep.
They're on the beach.
Yep.
She's got a friend with her.
And they learn a lesson.
That's right. And then this one is the one where she goes to heaven. And to me, that's probably a tearjerker.
Actually, I wanted
that is
it to
such a
be
good
very
portrait.
uplifting and
Isn't that a good
encouraging
portrait?
and special.
Yeah, I hope you can see it.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah.
And that one has a very special message.
I
So
bet,
if you're,
yeah.
and you can get them as a trilogy because it is full circle,
That's right.
or the books do stand alone if somebody wanted to get just one of the books.
Sure. And all the information will be on your screen. And there's a little plushie. This is Sunny, a little depiction of Sunny, and that's great. And then we have, of course, the patches. Now, are you still doing the massage therapy?
I am. It's not as much as I used to do. I've been licensed for 23 years.
Right.
And so I did that a lot more earlier on in my
Okay.
self-employment.
Because you needed,
I needed the
When you-
income. But then as this patch came into my arena, I have such a heart for helping people.
Yeah.
And getting them out of pain and giving them an alternative.
That's right.
That I love telling people about this technology and this patch.
Wonderful.
So it's a little bit of everything still.
Well, Krista, we appreciate so much you coming on the program, and I'm going to be praying that many people see this and will respond that need help. And you know, God sends all kinds of people from all walks of life to speak to someone that may be in need of the little dog therapy type thing, and then we have the patch, and you just never know. It may be exactly what someone out there needs. And so that's why we are spotlighting Krista's ministry today, because she is making a difference in a lot of people's lives. There's a lot of people in the Fort Worth area here that are on these patches. I know some of them, they're personal friends of mine, that are saying that it really, really does help them immensely. So as you see the number and the address and all of the information, how to get the information or contact Krista is on your screen. I'm going to encourage you to give her a call or write for some of the information, or just go ahead and get the patches and the plushie and the books, whatever you want to do. But do respond to that, because I believe it's something that God is sent with many other things God sends every day, but He's sending this out your way, and you may have a need, and this may be just what you need, maybe just the thing that helps you today. And that's what we love about your ministry. It is a ministry of helps. So, Krista, would you like to close by saying anything else?
Yeah, I'm so thankful. I've been thinking about, the last decade of my life, and the two words that come to my mind are Jehovah Jireh, because
that's
God,
Jehovah Jireh. God is
God who provides. God who provides.
And Jehovah Rapha, God who heals.
God who heals, yeah. Because He's never let me down.
No.
And when you go into self-employment, sometimes it can be scary as far as you don't know.
That's right.
You don't have something to depend on all the time. And that's when we really have to depend on Him and say, okay, Lord, whatever you bring my way, I'm open to receive it. And He's been faithful, and He's been true to His word. And I'm just so thankful that He's blessed me to be where I am today.
Amen.
So that I can go out and share this word, because there are people who are praying for an answer.
That's right.
They're praying for an answer, and I can be the one who brings that answer to them, and that's an honor. That's a privilege.
Yes. Well, Krista, it's just been a joy to have you on our program today, and we will be praying for you and for your ministry.
Thank you.
And we'll be praying for those of you that are watching this, that it might be just the thing that God is sending to you. So until next time, we want to thank you for watching the Spotlight, and we'll just say goodbye and thank you, and we'll see you again soon with another great ministry.
Thank you for watching the Spotlight. Tune in again for another wonderful Christ-centered program introducing you to ministries right here in the Azle, Texas area. This has been brought to you by Webster Media Ministries. Our studios are located in beautiful downtown Azle, Texas. Contact us for more information 817-719-2737.